A common mistake that people make when trying to design something completely foolproof is to underestimate the ingenuity of complete fools. Douglas Adams. Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Rebecca. Right off the bat, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and leave me a comment. It could make all the difference in the world on whether or not my channel will still be here by this time next year. Today, I'm going to be talking a bit about COPPA, which is enforced by the FTC and affects every aspect of the YouTube platform and its users, whether they be content creators or simply viewers. I won't be going into any great detail about all the ins and outs of the laws because there are already a fair number of videos circulating which explain the whole thing in great detail, and I feel going over every bit of it again would be redundant. However, I will be linking a few select videos from other content creators, which I feel do a very thorough job of explaining the whole situation. I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. COPPA, or COPPA, is the Child Online Privacy Protection Act. It first appeared in 1998, before the internet as we know it even existed. The act is enforced by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. The law was first put in place to protect young children online from those who may attempt to gather their personal information. For instance, phone number, full name, birth date, etc. It seems that YouTube and Google were caught willfully breaking this law by collecting information, such as search history and viewing history, for the purpose of creating targeted ads for viewers they knew to be children in the protected age group of under 13 years old. They knew this was against the law, but it didn't stop them, as targeted ads bring in significantly more money than general ads, which are based purely on the content of the video currently being viewed rather than a personal search or viewing history. YouTube settled out of court for around $170 million and agreed to make sweeping changes to their platform in order to comply with the COPPA laws. In order to make their platform and all of the content therein COPPA compliant, YouTube is requiring all of their content creators to mark their content as either made for children or not made for children. They give 3 options for how you can do this. You may either mark your channel on the whole as always made for children or as never made for children, or you may go through your video list one by one and mark each individual video as you think it applies. All of this so far seems perfectly reasonable, nothing outrageous or too damaging. The problem with the whole situation comes to light upon closer examination of the consequences of marking your videos as made for children, and the consequences are enormous. To begin with, once you've marked your videos as made for children, targeted ads are disabled on the videos. As targeted ads account for 60 to 90% of the income earned from videos, this would obviously be devastating to a huge number of YouTubers on the platform who make videos as their sole source of income. It would effectively destroy their livelihood. Not only this, but there is a whole list of debilitating changes that will effectively shut down made-for-children content. For instance, comments will be disabled on videos, info cards, end screens, stories. The community tab will be taken away. There will no longer be notifications sent out when a new video is posted if it is marked as made for children, so people won't know that it's there. The ability for viewers to save videos to watch later lists or playlists will be taken away as well. The videos will also become unsearchable and will no longer be recommended in suggested videos. As I said, all of this effectively shuts down these videos. From the looks of things, the only way made-for-children videos will be viewable is to go directly to the content creator's channel. Not only will this be a devastating blow to the creators themselves, but it will essentially remove all child-friendly content from the site, leaving the children behind with nothing but largely inappropriate content for them to view, and they will view it. The videos may be gone, but the children will remain, and that is a very bad thing. Perhaps children should not be allowed on the platform. And in fact, it is against the YouTube terms of service for them to be. But the fact remains that they are there and will not be leaving. What's more, the content that will be, for all intents and purposes, hidden is hidden from the adults who may want to watch it as well. Yes, this law will affect the viewing experiences and choices of full-grown adults using the site. If you're an adult who enjoys Lego building videos or model trains or slime videos or cake decorating or doll makeovers, videos that feature cute characters, gaming videos, or any of the other types of videos that could be considered appealing to children, you will not be able to find them after these changes take effect. So, the two options given are to either mark videos that are made for children or mark videos that are not made for children. YouTube is making no allowance for content that falls in the gray area of made for all audiences, which COPPA, as it turns out, does allow for. It may seem an easy enough thing to deal with. You simply mark your videos as not made for children and you're safe. However, if either YouTube or the FTC decide that you have marked your videos incorrectly, you can face serious problems. Not only could you lose your channel, but you could be fined up to $42,530 per video, which they deem to be made for children. Now, to be fair, not everyone will be fined such an outrageous amount of money. Apparently, the fine is based on how much money has been earned through the offending video. Furthermore, the FTC has made it clear that before they fine anyone, the content in question will be carefully looked over to ascertain beyond a doubt that it was indeed targeted at children specifically. Still, that is quite the risk for the vast majority of YouTubers to take. The FTC themselves has also given us a handy-dandy little list of things to look at when we are considering whether or not our content should be marked as made for children. The list includes things such as subject matter that is appealing to children, kids' jokes, music, kids' games, video/computer games, children's TV shows or stars, cartoon characters, sports, stories, toys, children's books, fantasy, children's arts and crafts, pets, products primarily purchased or consumed by children like snack food or cereal. Presentation of the video will be taken into consideration. Language, such as language that is simple enough to be understandable to children 12 and under. Short, colorful descriptions, slang and pop culture phrases, e.g., a kid's site may be identified by such language as kids only, fun, free stuff, whatever, cool, duh, games, ask your parents, etc. Whether the website uses visual content appealing to children, animated characters, bold or fast-moving graphics, or bright and vibrant colors. As you can see, according to this list, virtually anything could be considered made for children or child-appealing, to use their vernacular. The assumption being made is that anything bright, colorful, fun, fantastical, imaginative, creative, whimsical, silly, wholesome, or just plain interesting is exclusively loved and enjoyed by children, when nothing could be further from the truth. I am a 36-year-old married mother of 5. I love bright colors and cute things. I like watching all sorts of videos from nearly every genre. Some of my personal favorite channels could, according to the guidelines, be considered made-for-children content, such as PewDiePie, Dollightful, How to Cake It, The Super Carlin Brothers, Macaroon, Board Shorts TV, Mommy's World, Brian Hull. The list goes on and on. And all of these channels and others could be seriously affected by the new laws and terms of service sweeping across YouTube in the upcoming months. So, as far as this pertains to me and my channels, I'm not personally all that worried for myself. Unlike so many other YouTubers, I do this purely for fun as a hobby. I am a housewife, so while I would love to be able to earn money doing this someday, that's not vitally important to me. I mainly just want to make videos and have the ability to share them. I have 3 channels. The first is Nomad's Family, where we share our home videos and things of that like. I started that channel originally because it was the easiest way to share videos with my in-laws in Texas, because we live across the country from them. I've had to mark all of those as made for children because, according to the guidelines we've been given, I didn't feel I had a choice on that one. I will be branching out on that channel, doing more cake decorating and crafts videos, things of that sort. We will continue making home videos too. Also, my daughter wants to start making videos. She has been wanting to for a long time, and I had finally decided to start letting her do that, and I will be supervising that on our Nomad's Family channel. I'll just have to mark all of those types of videos as made for children and hope for the best. My second channel is my fan video channel. That's where I talk about things like movies and TV shows and pop culture. I had to mark 2 of my videos on that channel as made for children because they have animated characters in them, and right now that still looks like made for children territory. The rest of the videos I marked as not made for children because they're movie and television reviews. My third channel is the one where I am the most active, and if there is any channel I would worry about, it would be that one. Nomad's Land Studios Narrations by Rebecca is my literary channel. I have never geared that channel toward children or intended them to be my primary audience. According to my analytics, no children watch my videos at all. My aim for this channel has, from the beginning, been to share my favorite stories with other lovers of literature. A fair amount of my videos are classic fairy tales because they are some of my personal favorite stories. I do not consider them to be aimed at children. However, many of those stories could possibly be considered as made for children because even though they are often bloody and scary, they have characters that may be considered appealing to children, such as Cinderella, Snow White, and The Little Mermaid. In light of that, I've gone through each and every one of them and altered the titles, adding in parentheses, fairy tales for grown-ups. I've also gone through and added the following description to each video. Classic fairy tales, though often adapted into stories for children, are not, in their original form, entirely suitable for children. Beyond the macabre themes, dark twists, and outright gore, the stories are written in language largely unfamiliar to modern children. Fairy tales for grown-ups are faithful readings of the original fairy tales, folk tales, fables, and short stories, with all their darker aspects and flowery language left intact. Though I don't think my current thumbnails are all that appealing to children, and upon my asking them, my children all agreed, I am also experimenting with new thumbnails that I think would be the least appealing as possible to children. My fear with this strategy is that adults will find it unappealing as well. I have 2 poems which I felt had to be marked as made for children as they were originally written specifically as children's poems by their authors. Hopefully taking these steps will be sufficient. Time will tell. Aside from that, I will be continuing with my literary channel as usual. I have already finished and uploaded all of my videos for the month of November, and have already begun uploading my December lineup, which will be all Christmas themed. We will be ending November with a special bonus video on Thanksgiving Day. I usually only upload on Tuesdays and Fridays. And the following day, the final Friday of the month, will be the Lord's Prayer from the King James Version of the Bible. Going into December, we will be kicking off the month with the Nativity story, straight from the Bible, told in 4 parts. I will be posting 1 chapter each day from the first Tuesday of the month until the first Friday. After that, we will be jumping into the Nutcracker and the Mouse King. I intend to post 1 chapter a day until we make it all the way through the story. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, or A Visit from St. Nicholas, will naturally be posted on Christmas Eve. I don't see any way to get out of having to mark that as made for children, for obvious reasons. I also have a big, ridiculously romantic Christmas special planned. My Ridiculously Romantic series is where I read the back cover descriptions of romance novels in a ridiculously dramatic fashion. It's lots of fun and done entirely for laughs. I have a whole selection of super cheesy Christmas-themed romance novels lined up, and I'm really excited about doing that video. As I said, I am not terribly concerned for my own channels. Besides, even if I were to add up all of my subscribers from across all of my channels, I would still be far short of the minimum requirement to even be eligible for monetization. I will naturally do my best to be COPPA compliant, but like everyone else, I don't know if YouTube and the FTC will agree with my decisions. So, is there anything that can be done about all of this? Or is YouTube doomed to die a horrible death as we all lose access to the content creators and videos we love to watch? As a matter of fact, there are a few things that we can do. First, you can sign the petition asking the FTC to reconsider the COPPA laws and update them to make them workable in the modern world. I know many people don't believe petitions do any good, but it can help get the attention we need from the powers that be. Next, the FTC has set up a form so that all YouTubers, be they content creators or simply viewers, can write to them and let them know their thoughts about the whole situation and how it affects them personally. Please, I cannot stress this enough. Do not go in with a nasty attitude and guns blazing. Right now, the FTC is open to listening to all of us and is giving us the chance to be heard. Please, take the opportunity to do so in a mature and respectful way. This could make all the difference. I will be putting the links in the description of this video so you can find both the petition and the place to submit your comment to the FTC asking them to reconsider the COPPA laws. And lastly, if you are a content creator, please make your own video about the subject. Even if you are a very small YouTuber, like me, you may be able to get the word out and reach someone that even the biggest YouTuber can't. I have already signed the petition, left my comment, and sent out a few tweets. I will be posting this video on all of my channels for maximum reach, not because I'm worried about my own channels, but because I worry about the disastrous effects that could come about if all of this isn't gotten under control. We are already seeing some improvement in the situation, thanks to the much appreciated efforts of so many YouTubers who have been on top of this and fighting for everyone. If you're still with me, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video, sign the petition, leave your comment with the FTC, and make your own video. If we all stick together, we just might be able to save this platform that is loved the world over. Just remember, don't panic.